Hi girls, so today I'm going to be doing a video especially for you guys watching this, and I've been requested so many times to do this video, and it is on my top recommendations for designer perfumes. Obviously you guys know, if you watch my channel, I'm much more into niche fragrances, not for any specific reason. I personally feel like niche is a little more unique. Not all the time, but a lot of the time niche fragrances tend to be more unique in my personal opinion, but it doesn't mean that I don't love designer fragrances. And my list today, I have 10 of my top favorite designer fragrances. A lot of them have just recently been launched, so I'm gonna do my top recommendations for 2020 in the designer perfume world, so get ready. My first recommendation in the designer perfume world is from Narciso Rodriguez, and this fragrance to me is wow. It has easily become my top favorite Narciso Rodriguez fragrance, and it is pure musk for her. It is in a white bottle. I have a sample at home. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm definitely going to be buying a bottle of it. It is incredible. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's very one-dimensional. Like, there's not a lot of notes to the fragrance. It's not sharp, there's no opening, middle, dry down. It's just a very soft, creamy, powdery, floral, skin-like, divine fragrance. Actually, I have complimented many girls that I have smelled wearing pure musk for her. Actually 3, but that's kind of a lot. And for me, I'm obsessed with the scent, I'm obsessed with the bottle, and for me personally, I think Narciso Rodriguez is one of the best designer houses. I know I don't talk about the fragrances a lot, but that's because I don't really own any. I own 2. But Pure Musk for her is definitely my favorite, and an incredible release from the house. So I highly recommend it, and you should definitely check it out. Next up, we have a Mugler. Now, this is all going to come full circle right now because I used to hate this fragrance with all of my heart. Angel, but the Eau de Toilette. There's 2 different fragrances, the Eau de Toilette. One was launched last year, the 2019, which I adore. I think I like it even more than the one that was released in 2011, I think the original Eau de Toilette was launched in 2011. The new Eau de Toilette was launched last year. Both are fantastic. The one that was launched last year is a little more light and fruity, which I love. So I'm going to put a link to both of them because for me, I personally recommend both. If you don't know Angel, the Eau de Toilette, it's a beautiful, like, patchouli, gourmand. It's got a very punchy intensity to the fragrance. And for me personally now, I love it. It's loud, it projects, it's very unique. Like, you know, when you smell Angel and you wear Angel, that you're gonna smell special. You're not gonna blend into the crowd, you're gonna smell unique and special. And for me, I really love the scent now. So both versions, one from 2011 and 2019, incredible, and I highly recommend that you check them out. I went to Dubai Mall like a few months ago, I think, maybe like 2 months ago, and I smelled the 2019 version and was blown away. Like, I was blown away. So both are incredible, and I recommend 10 out of 10. Next up, we have a fragrance from a house that is criminally underrated in the designer realm. This house is criminally underrated. I cannot emphasize it enough. Bottega Veneta. I actually have a lot of Bottega Veneta fragrances on my wish list, and ones that I really want to own myself. Now, the one that I'm recommending is the original Bottega Veneta by Bottega Veneta. This fragrance is a Chypre, and personally I love Chypre fragrances. It's kind of like Gredior vibes, a little bit similar. In the original Bottega Veneta, it has like leather, so you definitely have to be okay with leather. For me, I hate the note, but in the fragrance itself, it really doesn't bother me at all, and I think the composition is stunning, it's mature, it's a woman fragrance. It's not for a girl at all. Like, this is a fragrance, for instance, that I don't recommend for like a teenager. I recommend it for a sophisticated, classy woman who wants to she wants to smell expensive, she wants to smell like a woman. This is a fragrance for you. It has like oak moss, like I said, patchouli, leather. It is fantastic, and I really love it. I really want a bottle, and I'm definitely going to get one. Next up, we have a sweet, you guys know, I'm obsessed with gourmands. It's one of my favorite categories in fragrance ever. Gourmand fragrances they have a place in my heart forever. So my recent favorite gourmand in the designer world is from Jean Paul Gaultier, and it is Classique Essence de Parfum. I don't know when this one came out, but I remember smelling it like a year ago maybe. I was stunned. It is definitely my favorite fragrance from Jean Paul Gaultier, Classique Essence de Parfum. Over everything, over Scandal, over everything, this one is incredible. It has orange blossom, vanilla, whipped cream. It has this beautiful sweet whipped cream note in the fragrance. Guys, it is intoxicating, it's delicious, and the fragrance itself is, for me, 10 out of 10. Again, I really want a bottle, so maybe when I go back home to Australia, I'm gonna get a bottle of it. Yeah, it's so good. So if you like sweet, creamy, a little bit of a white floral note, the orange blossom isn't too intense. It's not like tuberose or jasmine, it's orange blossom, so it's very pleasant. But then it has the beautiful gourmand notes that play so well with the white floral in the scent. So definitely Classique Essence de Parfum from Jean Paul Gaultier, definitely one of my favorites. Next up, we have a Mugler. Mugler is definitely one of my favorite houses. I feel like they create fragrances that are super unique and not like anything else. Like they're a very fun, innovative fragrance house, which I really appreciate about Terry Mugler. It's a great house. So the fragrance that I'm going to recommend is Alien Fusion. When I tried it, oh my god, guys, like I was almost going to buy a bottle on the spot. It is so good. It's much more of a fresh, spicy version of Alien. There's amber, I think there's tuberose, a little bit of a white floral combination, but it has this spicy kick to it. And it's a lot fresher than the original Alien, which I love. It has a lot more going on, I feel. Maybe a little fruity as well, if I remember. It is an incredible scent. I'm definitely going to get a bottle of it. Alien Fusion from Mugler. Check it out for sure. It's a new release, and to me, it's a big tick. The next fragrance is one that I have spoken about on my channel before. It's still one of my favorite fragrances. It is from Giorgio Armani, and it is Armani Code Cashmere. This one I think came out like a few years ago now, like maybe 2-3 years ago. Guys, it is so good. To me, it's sexy, it's warm, it's slightly powdery, it has a beautiful almond note, maybe some vanilla. It has this very like powdery, sweet feeling to it, and I just adore the scent. It's a massive compliment getter with men. For me, it's a date night scent. Armani Code Cashmere is a date night, like to a T. It is the perfect date night scent. It's warm, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's powdery, but it's not too aggressive, too much, too in your face. I love it, and I highly recommend this one, especially if you want something that's gonna appeal to men. But okay, guys, I have wanted this fragrance for I think like 2-3 years now. I don't know why I still don't have a bottle. Like, it's mind blowing now that I'm thinking about it, because for me, when I tried the fragrance for the first time, I was blown away, and I'm still blown away when I smell the fragrance. I have like 4 samples of it at home, and it is from HERMES. It is L'Ombre de Merveilles from HERMES. Guys. One of my favorite from HERMES for sure, and from the Ombre de Merveilles line. It's definitely my favorite. I'm gonna put a photo of the bottle, obviously, so you guys can see what it looks like, but this one is definitely like my favorite from this line. It's beautiful. It's amber, vanilla, patchouli. It's kind of spicy. It definitely has this spicy kick to it from maybe the patchouli. It has a little bit of a freshness, the amberiness, the vanilla. Whoa, it is incredible. It's not too sweet at all. It's not like a sweet, warm fragrance, although it does become a little warm on the skin. It doesn't really, it's not too much or heavy or, you know, like this. It's very like spicy. Then it settles down into more of like an ambery vanilla scent. Guys, I need a bottle. Like, I need a bottle of this one, like ASAP, because I've wanted it for so long. So, L'Ombre de Merveilles from HERMES. Wow. The next fragrance is one that I have spoken about. Again, I used to hate it. Now I love it. It is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I'm still going to recommend this one because, to be honest with you guys, like, I don't really smell it on that many people at all. I smell a lot La Vie est Belle, YSL Black Opium, Alien, but I don't actually smell Marc Jacobs Decadence on that many people. Therefore, I still think it's a pretty unique fragrance, and for me, it's one of my favorite designer scents. It's plum, it's vetiver, it's very sweet, and it's sweet and warm, and it has this beautiful plum note in there. It's just, It's incredible. It's one that's going to get you noticed for sure. It's a great clubbing scent, a great scent if you want to get noticed and smell a little more unique, not just like a typical girly girl like Flower Bomb, Love Your Bell. Marc Jacobs Decadence, you guys know I freaking love it. It has this kind of green note to it as well, which I believe is probably from the vetiver. And for me, it doesn't matter what the scent smells like, it just makes me feel like so good. Like I love to wear this one going out actually. So Marc Jacobs Decadence, yes, 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 definitely still a relevant fragrance in 2020, and that's why I recommend it. The final fragrance in my list for 2020 is Velvet Orchid from Tom Ford. I still adore Black Orchid, and for me it's still the masterpiece from the house. Black Orchid is incredible, don't tell me otherwise, but Velvet Orchid is also amazing and I really want to get a bottle of it. It's kind of a lot more subtle, it's a lot more sweet and a little more feminine than Black Orchid. It has orchid, obviously, it has honey, rum, it's a beautiful like floral, sweet, gourmand fragrance with still a mysterious touch to it, which I love. It's not a typical sweet floral blah sort of fragrance, it still has a unique edge to it, which I adore. So Velvet Orchid from Tom Ford, definitely check this one out. Maybe if you didn't like Black Orchid so much because it's a very acquired fragrance, people either love it or hate it. If you didn't like it, maybe try out Velvet Orchid, because for me, I love both and I really want to get a bottle of Velvet Orchid, so yes. That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, girls. I hope that you enjoyed hearing about my top 10 designer recommendations for 2020. All of these fragrances I want bottles of, like every single one, and probably when I go home. So yes, thank you guys for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.